first of all, when I first met him was his appearance. I was a little apprehensive because he's got an alternative look to him. He's got Muay Thai background and certainly wasn't what I was expecting in a business coach. Thankfully, I pushed through that belief system and found a great coach in Shawn.
Shawn's a great guy. First of all, he's just a quality human being, and you can tell that right from the moment you met him. Actually, the first time I met him, I judged him. And about 55 minutes into meeting him in our 1 hour consultation, I just said to him, hey, look, I gotta be honest with you, I judged you. And in my mind, I had a vision of what I thought a business coach would look like, because I'd never met one. I was expecting fancy suit with briefcase and all this. And so I looked beyond what he was saying. And then I realized that, and he's just a fantastic human being that truly cares about me as a person. He's worked with my wife, he knows my family, I've sent him to my sisters, worked with them, my friends, my team members, and I mean, you can tell that he truly cares. He's gonna push you. He's not easy. He's gonna push you, and he's gonna make you feel uncomfortable and put you in uncomfortable memories and uncomfortable situations in your mind to truly pull out whatever is holding you back or to make you a better person. And that all comes from him being a caring human being.
I would recommend working with Shawn at the Ollin Group if you know what you want but you just don't know how to get there. Shawn will help add the clarity to the goals and objectives that you know you're trying to set and help you achieve them. I've experienced the success working with Shawn in achieving my goals, and I think it's possible for anybody that truly wants it.
I can honestly say that currently in my life I am financially free since I started working with Shawn. Before that, I used to worry about credit card payments and bill payments and mortgages. I haven't worried about that stuff for about 4 years since I've been working with him. So I can honestly say I'm financially free. I feel like I have balance. Balance is always a challenging word because of the nature of my business. I've got a fantastic relationship with my wife and my kids thanks to working with Shawn and the Ollin Group. Obviously, you have to be willing to put in the work and believe in yourself, and he'll give you the tools, but thanks to him showing me how good of a person I could be, and I'm not saying I'm the best, there's still a long way for me to go to get better, and I'm committed to that and going to continue working with him in the future to become better. But thanks to him and Kelly and the Ollin Group, I feel like I'm a much better human being now than I was 4 years ago.
What is the key to success with coaching with Shawn? Shawn's going to smile when he hears me say this, but you have to be coachable, and I am so difficult to coach. I struggle against Shawn, I fight with Shawn, not literally, but on the little parts that come up that I have to deal with, but he guides and leads me through it, and I think that's the key point. Is Shawn helped me find ways to overcome the barriers that I was setting up for myself in coaching. He's consistent, he's an empath, I'm sure. He's really, really considerate and acknowledges where you are, and those key parts I feel empower you. So I'm not sure if I'm coachable now, but I think that I'm getting better.
I was basically starting out with Shawn about midway through my career. I think it was about 5 years in real estate, and I kept hitting a $120,000 annual income glass ceiling. I broke through that within the first year of working with Shawn, and I think the first year of working with Shawn I was able to make $400,000 and have acquired properties since then. Rental and passive income has increased. Found a new life partner that is fantastic, my wife now. And she's very supportive and successful in her own right.
When I was introduced to the Ollin Group, I was most interested in taking my business to a new level while creating more of a work-life balance.
The thing that the reason that I started with the Ollin group in particular was it was a more holistic approach. So I could concentrate on the business aspect while simultaneously working on the things that I needed to work on to be a better professional and provide better service for my clients and be a better guide to empower my clients. So ultimately, it was for professional reasons, but it served me as a person really well.
So initially when I first met with Shawn, my concern was that every year I was kind of plateauing around a set commission level. So every year I was kind of hitting the same threshold, never seemed to be going up. Unfortunately, wasn't going up, but fortunately I wasn't going down, so it was plateauing. And when I first met with Shawn, the first meeting with him, he said a bunch of things to me that kind of resonated, that made me understand why in fact I was plateauing, and that had to do with kind of human autopilot, our nature to hit a certain level and then kind of, not necessarily that I was coasting, but an autopilot kind of inside mechanism that we worked on.
When I first started with the Ollin group, there were some very tangible things we can look at. So I doubled my income in the first year, and I've maintained that since. I could have grown my income, but I found that maintaining my income at that fairly substantial amount has allowed me to shift focus back and create balance in my life.
So since I started working with Shawn 4 years ago, my income the first year, it was actually an amazing year when I met with him, because I set a goal that year and I met with him 3 months before the end of the year, 4 months before the end of the year, so about 25% of the year left. And I'd only made 25% of this new goal that we set. And instead of Shawn saying, well, that's going to be really challenging, one of the things that we worked on was understanding, wow, how busy am I going to be the next 3 or 4 months, and how amazing is that going to be to meet my goals. So financially, my first year working with him, or first 4 months working with him, I hit my goals, and I hit those goals in a short period of time, which meant everything was accelerated. Income, I was super busy, it was happy, it was amazing. That was my first year working with him. Financially, since then, the sky's the limit. The next year I set my goal, and I doubled my income from the previous year.
So before starting with the Ollin group, my time was spread rather thin, and I wasn't achieving all the goals that I'd set out for myself. I was spread out, working in a large geographic area and plateauing at a certain level of income. So I had set my goals to refine my business to a more specific and refined geographic area, all while increasing my income and working smarter rather than working more hours, and achieving all of that.
Coaching with Shawn is most beneficial if you're absolutely open and honest with him. He can help you break through things that you may not even be aware of that you're creating for yourself, obstacles you're creating for yourself.
You know, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend Shawn just because of the holistic approach that just isn't available anywhere else.
Shawn stands out as a coach to me, somebody that is a very high intellect. He is very creative. See in conversations he brings out the best in you, your best thoughts. I feel very comfortable working with him. He's very approachable, and for that he's very easy to work with.
Thanks to coaching with the Ollin group, I now enjoy a significant passive income, and I don't have to work nearly as hard as I used to just to achieve the goals that I'm looking for financially. I think I work about 20 hours to 30 hours a week, and certainly have a lot more fun in my life.
The Ollin group has empowered me to create a solid foundation to move forward to different professional and personal successes. I feel completely empowered to do that.
You should consider coaching with Shawn and the Ollin group if you want to achieve financial and life goals, not necessarily just finances, sometimes spiritual or life balance goals. They're very open-minded and holistic in their approach, and certainly think outside of the box, and way different than any of the other coaches that I've experienced.
Thanks to working with the Ollin group, I have been able to achieve the goals that I had set out to achieve. And more than that, I've created the work-life balance that was so important to me, and I didn't realize that that's what I was really looking for in the beginning. I had thought that I was looking to take my business to a new level, but I was able to take my business and my personal life to a new level working with Shawn.